Do I need this? Oh, okay. Hello, hi. Damn, Johnny, you put everybody to sleep, man. I'm kidding. Okay. Okay, so my name is Zer, and I'm a fifth-year real estate agent from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. In home, my name is Show, like the necklace. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, probably. Yes.
Just press on it here. Just press on the bar button.
Yes.
Does your clicker work?
Is it this one? Is the middle one? Or the arrow?
It's the arrows.
The arrows.
Try now. Try now. Try the clicker. Nope. Click on the screen.
No.
Okay, there
There.
we go. There we go. There we go.
Okay.
Technical difficulties. It's all good.
Okay, so I just want to introduce myself. My name is Her, and usually people introduce themselves. They kind of start with like their profession, right? They're like, oh, my name is Zer, and I'm a realtor, or my name is Josh, and I'm a loan officer or a doctor, right? I usually kind of introduce myself as like, I'm kind, I'm beautiful, I'm funny. Like that's who I am, right? I'm also a Facebook troll. I'm a mother, I'm a mentor, and I'm a young and educated and auntie. I'm a therapist to some of my clients, an advocate. I do a lot of things, but a realtor is just a job, right? A career. Like real estate doesn't identify who I am. So I'm more than that. And I know all of you guys, we all wear different hats, okay? So it's important to acknowledge that, especially in women, because we do a lot of stuff, So I just wanted to introduce myself. I'm also from the hood, like Johnny. That's why we have these theme songs. So I want to introduce you guys to like how I got into real estate. So I got into real estate by accident. In 2019, COVID hit, right? My father-in-law got really sick, and also because of that, there were a lot of job layoffs, right? People didn't need, they're outsourcing, so he was forced to retire early. Woo! Welcome. All right. So my father-in-law was forced to retire early, and in that situation, they could not maintain their mortgage anymore. So, like every home family, we all had a meeting. We were trying to resolve the issue, and there were no alternative to it, except that all of the siblings had to, provide $300 every month for him to pay for his mortgage, or one of us had to sell our house to move in with them and help them out. So, I drew the straw and won. So I had to sell my house. And at that time, when I met and interviewed with 3 real estate agents to sell my house, it was going to cost me $20,000. So I said, okay, how much is it costing me to get a real estate license? They're like, like $325. I'm like, I'm getting my real estate license. So that is how I became a realtor. So I took classes. I finished a class 12 hours every Saturday, every Sunday. Did that in 4 weeks. Went to take my state license, passed, and then found out I didn't need a license to sell a house. But I put my house on Facebook, and I put up ads, did an open house, had 3 offers over asking, accepted 1, sold my house in like, 1 day. And then I told myself, hey, I'm kind of good at this. Maybe I should do real estate for, a side gig. And then I joined a broker, and I said to him, hey, I'm only gonna do like 2 deals a year. I'm gonna be like super low producing. Do not like hold me accountable. Like this is not, I wanna do this as a side gig, And then that first year I did it part-time, I did 19 transactions. So I was, thank you. Yeah. So I was an executive director for a company at that time. I worked from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. And then I did real estate 4 p.m. to 9 p.m. and then every Saturday, every Sunday. And I did 19 sales. So that's how I started in real estate. I went into real estate during my second year. My husband was like, hey, you're actually really good in real estate. have you considered doing real estate as a profession? So I said, no, because I get paid really good, and this is commission. I don't want to do that. So I kind of did real estate part-time again for the second year, and did about 22 sales that second year. And on the third year, we revisited that conversation again. So my husband's like, okay, like women, you need to like prioritize yourself. So what if you could put 100 hours into real estate? Could you double your number? You're just doing this part-time and you're averaging about 20 to 22 cases a year. So I said, let me put myself to a test. Let me try to do real estate and do 2 deals every month for 6 months straight. If I can do that, then I will leave my corporate job and do real estate full time. So we put myself to the test, and I did that. I did 2 deals, sometimes 3, every month for 6 months straight. So then I quit my job and I did real estate full time. The year that I did real estate full time, instead of doing it as a side hustle, I turned it into a profession, right? So what did that intake? That intake me branding myself, okay? So that's looking the part, right? So I paid $2,000 for a professional session to look like a realtor because now I'm gonna be a realtor. That is my profession. I speak real estate, I understand real estate, I am real estate. So instead of doing it as a side hustle, which is what I was doing, I would never tell people that I was a realtor. I was like, I just did it as a side gig. It was just additional income. When I turned and flipped the switch, I became a professional in real estate. So I never discount myself anymore. I became a 4% listing agent. Before that, when people came to me, they'd be like, I need you to list my house at 2%. I'm like, okay, I take it, I do it, I follow and I chase those small claims because I didn't know any better. I didn't know my worth. So something that I want to, give to you guys is that know your worth. Like, set your bar and do not let anyone bring you down. And it is okay to lose the deal if that client doesn't meet you where your status is. But when you become a 4% listing agent like myself, you better live up to that 4%, okay? So I have professional photographer. I don't take pictures on my iPhone. My pictures are not blurry. I pay for this, okay? I also pay for videography, and I also do diverse marketing. I market about 6 different platforms. I host an open house every weekend, whether it's me or another agent helping me to get their house sold. And I do staging. So I have a company called Easy Staging that my husband and I created. And so we use that service to stage every house that I list. And I'm gonna tell you, like, this is a fact. On the houses that I do not stage that are empty, they're on the market for 2 to 3 weeks. Every single house that I have staged have sold over asking in under 5 days. We get a contract. So there is value in that service. So this is what I did to bring value to myself and to also double my income. So how did I do it, right? Okay, Johnny. Johnny is like, you gotta know 1,000 people to make 100K. For me, you only need to know 10 people. So I flipped that mentality, okay? So what I did, so now how many of you can do that? How many of you can find 10 people to support you, to love you, to root for you, and help you thrive in your business? Because that's what I did. So instead of saying, hey, I'm gonna ask for referral from 100 people or 1,000, because I don't know 1,000 people, I'm only gonna ask from 10 people. So I started interviewing. These are called my VIP network. These are my key players in my business. So I went to interview a contractor, an attorney, a CPA, a lender, a title company, an insurance agent. The list can go on. You can do 10, you can do 20. But when I take these people out to lunch, I said, hey, I'm starting real estate. I'm gonna do this as a full-time job. It's gonna be a profession. And I'm trying to hit like 45 to 50 cases per year. Do you wanna be on my team? Because I'm gonna start referring people to you. But I need to be your VIP real estate agent, and I need you to send deals back to me. So I give them a lot. So to my contractor, right now, year to date, I have given my contractor 10 contract deals. These contract deals are high. They're about like 20,000 to They range between 10 to 25 to 30,000, right? But I'm in the field, so every time I sell a house, I talk about it and I promote these people, right? So I say, hey, you know, what are you guys gonna do to the house? They're like, oh, we want to remodel the whole kitchen, the whole bathroom. The first person I talk about is my contractor. I have a contract, he's amazing. I own 9 units and he does all my flips for me. He's amazing. He also charges the lowest fee. I build him up. I give them his contact. I send him a text, follow with this client, treat this like a VIP. We connect. They 100% of the time use my contractor because they came from me and they trust me because they already did work with me, all right? So I sent 10 people to my contractor already this year. You know how many deals my contractor sent me? 2. One was a seller, 350K. One was a buyer, 650K. That is a relationship you have to build, okay? So now, and I tell them that, I'm gonna send you 5 to 10 deals. I only need you to send me 1. That's the requirement. If you don't send me 1, I'm dropping you from this VIP list. I don't refer people to you anymore. You know what? They fight for that. You know what happened? My lender, I was like, yo, the clock is ticking, man. I sent you like 10 deals this year. You didn't send me nobody. He goes, you know what? I'm buying a lead and I'm sending it to you. He did that. He bought a lead. He vetted the lead. He put them through underwriting. They passed. He sent it to me, and we got a connection that way. My title company sent me 1 listing, but because they know that I cannot do a lot, they do other things for me. So they help me pay for my marketing. They help sponsor events. So there are other things that they can do, but all of these key players help me build my business. And 10 deals got me to 100K. So now I just have to do 10 more on my own. So do you think that that's possible? If you're guaranteed 10 deals a year through your VIP network, you don't think you can do 10 on your own? Then you shouldn't be a realtor if you can't do 10 on your own, you know? So you guys just have to find these people in your sphere, but you have to also support them, okay? This is not just a take. This is a give, and then take, okay? Because if you love them and you nurture them and you give to them, I promise you, they will remember you and they will give back to you when they come across a person. You will be the first person that they think about. The other thing that I changed in my business was utilizing the free marketing, okay? We have this, you guys. You don't have to pay for marketing. So just take advantage of the resources that are in front of you. So there's Instagram, Facebook. We have KV Core that's paid by our broker, which is a CRM system. And then I have a personal website, a Google review, a Zillow review, and a realtor review. And even though you guys might think this is mundane, it does work because people look you up before they work with you. So just last month, I had a Hispanic couple call me and they're like, hey, you know, we saw that you're a real estate agent in Milwaukee, we want to work with you. Just wondering if like you're taking on new clients. I'm like, yeah, of course I am. How did you find out about me? And they go, oh, we Googled you and we like your face. I'm like, oh, okay, so my face sell, you know? So it does work. So you guys have to just put yourself out there because you never know who's looking at your content, okay? So if you don't have a Google review, when you guys go home, create an account. It's free, okay? But the third thing that I did that doubled my numbers is also support other business, okay? So I don't know about Minnesota. You guys might have more variety than us, but in Wisconsin, we have like a few really good shops. So I would go shop there all the time. I have one Vietnamese grocery store. I buy all my stuff from there. I go there so much that he knows who I am now, and he gives me like a free coconut drink every time I go. So then it got to the point where I'm like, hey Tin, I'm always shopping at your grocery store. I see that you have some flyers and stuff up. Can I put my poster up? He goes, yeah, you can put your poster up. How big is it? I'm like 30 by 46 inch. He goes, no, not that big. So he's like, if you can get it to like 18 by 24, I'll let you put it up. So now I put it up. And if you go to that grocery store, I'm the only realtor on there, and my marketing piece is the biggest, and it's free. So now when people see that and they come shop, because people shop a lot, right? Everyone goes to the grocery shop. Then they see me and they think about me. And I've gotten 2 leads by just doing that. And that's free, okay? Another one is restaurants. I go eat out a lot. I mean, if you follow me, my gosh, all I post about is like food. I work so hard so that I can eat, okay? So I go to restaurants and then I will just ask them like, hey, can I do a Facebook post with you? Can you give me a tour of your restaurant? And can I just comment on your food? Can you do an introduction of yourself? They do that, I post, they get free marketing from me. One of the posts I post got 1,000 reviews. So that's just free advertising to them. So now, the next time I go, I have a relationship, right? So I say, hey, I happen to have like these business cards. Can I put it on your front counter? They're like, yeah, sure. They love you, right? You have a connection with them already. So they allow you to do that. Again, that's free marketing. That's just another strategy and tactic to use. So I did that. I do that for a community center. I do it for school. I do donations for my kids' school. And in the donation package, I give like books, crayons, pens and pencils, and then I put my business card in there, okay? So those are free advertising. Also activity, my kids are in gymnastics and swimming. So I go and I talk to the parents there and I get connection, I get leads. Every living human being is a lead, okay? You just have to talk to them because you never know who is the right or wrong person. I went grocery shopping and the lady in front of me asked me what I did. I'm like, real estate agent. And then the cashier goes, I need a realtor. I'm like, shoot, here's my card. One lead right there. So always talk about it and be proud of who you are. Leads are everywhere, okay? So I hope that these will help you guys because doing these things literally changed my business. And if I can do it, you can do it. The only difference is that maybe people are not doing. When I was doing my presentation, my husband's like, why did you just give out all your secrets? I'm like, it's not a secret. No, these are very basic, but no one's applying them. That's why it's not working. This is not rocket science. I'm not the first person to do this. It's just that people are not doing this in their business. And you can apply this not to just real estate, but to anything, any business, okay? So just align yourself with your network. Okay, so there's 3 reasons why I joined EXP. If some of you guys are here today and you don't know, you're still debating like, oh, who should I join? I don't know what broker is good for you. I'm gonna tell you straight up, there is not a perfect broker out there. But there is going to be one that fits you and your goals and your dreams and your vision. And the fee has to support what you're getting back from that brokerage, okay? So for me, I've been through 4 brokerage, okay? So I know it all. And I love because these people keep lying to me, you know? They keep saying like, come over because we have this shiny diamond and you get all this stuff. And then I get there, it's not like that. So the biggest reason why I transferred to EXP is EXP has a lot, but Laura's gonna focus on those things. So I'm just gonna focus on the 3 that are important to me. And that the first one is we have a collaborative community, okay? We have 90,000 agents in our network that you guys can have access to when you join. So what happens in this network is if I need something, I just send a message to that and I'll get massive response back. For example, I need an inspector for a pool, right? Because I never had a home with a pool before. I got like a bunch of referral back of people that they have used. Aside from that too, I've gotten leads from these agents where they're like, hey, I'm in North Carolina and I have a buyer that's looking in Wisconsin. You're a real estate agent there. Can I do a referral to you? So I've gotten deals that way. The other thing too is because of my staging business, because I post on our site that this is an additional service that I provide as a real estate agent and staging. I've gotten 5 staging gigs from being in that EXP network. And each of my staging gigs is about $2,000. So just like within 2 months, that's what I made from that because of the network. So that was one reason. The other one is the fees. The fees are very reasonable. So we do have a 20-80 split. And we do not care how high producing you are. If you have 10 people under you is 0. Everyone starts at the 20-80 split. And then we have a 16,000 cap. Once you pay 16,000 into it, you cap. And you get 100% of your income after that. However, we have an additional step, which is called an icon status. So once you cap at 16,000, you can do 20 more transaction or 50,000 worth in transaction fees, 5,000. And then you hit icon status, you get your $16,000 cap back in EXP stocks, okay? So when you do the calculation, like, I mean, math is not my strong suit, but I know basic math. So if I icon every single year, the total that I have paid into EXP for their office fee and the compliance charges, all the stuff, I've only paid $5,000 into it because I got my $16,000 back in stock form. So there are going to be people out there like, well, I don't care about stocks, and plus the EXP stocks don't mean anything. They're only worth like $2.50 a stock. Well, that doesn't matter because if you go to another broker and you cap, you get zero. So is $16,000 in a $2 stock better than zero? So just do the math, like that makes sense. So that's the other reason why I joined EXP. The most important reason why I joined and the most influential one is the Flexible Team Foundation. So I mentioned that I was a real estate agent for 5 years. 2 years ago, I have wanted to build my team. But when I was with that brokerage, I had asked them like, hey, I want to build a team. How do I start? They're like, you need to go talk to a real estate attorney. You need to draft your contract, your team contract. You need to put these systems and stuff in place. I'm like, that is too much work. Why am I paying you $20,000 of my fee every year for the support that you can't even give me, right? So I'm at EXP, and to full transparent, I've only been at EXP for 3 months. In the 3 months that I've been at EXP, I have closed on 9 sales, 3.7 million in sales volume, and I've hired 1 agent under me. 2 are onboarding. So that's how fast EXP move. EXP has the tool and the resource to support you. It goes at the pace that you want to go. So for me, I've been ready to build my team. I just never had the system and the tools and the software to support me. But here at EXP, we do have that. So if you guys want to talk more about that, myself, Lord, Johnny, we are here to give you that. And if you come under one of us, you get our full mentorship, and EXP only charge you for the first 3 transactions if you haven't done real estate in the past 12 months. After that, you get your commission. They don't take a portion from you. So that was one of the reasons why I couldn't stay at the other brokerage, because they say you can build a team, but you have to charge 40%. It needs to be a 40-60 split between you and them. That means I would take 40% from you forever. And I could not do that because I used to be part of a team. And when I saw my check and they took 40 from me, that hurt. Because I worked with that woman for like 4 months with no pay commission. I was expecting a $5,700 check. It was like $2,800. So I would never do that to another person. Like, my goal here is to help build you guys up. And I hope that you get to the point where you are like me, where you're comfortable and you can start mentoring and start building a team. And if you don't, I might have to let you go because that means you're not working hard. You know, so I have no problem building you up and letting you go. That is the goal and the purpose. I do want to share some personal things. So even if you guys don't become realtor, you have to get into the real estate world. Real estate changed my life, you guys. And like Johnny was saying, some of the richest people on this earth got there because they own real estate. So this is my real estate portfolio, okay? I want to show you guys this because when I hear other people say how successful they are, but it's through YouTube and I don't know the person, it's not impactful to me, right? But if I meet a real life person who shows me what they have, it's more believable because then I know this person did this and they walked through this journey. So this is my journey. After the first year in real estate, I connected with so many real estate people that were doing such high volume. And I learned so much from them, but I also self-taught myself through podcasts, through YouTube, and books. So in the first 6 months, we got 5 units under contract. My husband and I, we had some money saved because that's what we were taught. We were taught to go to college. We were taught to have good jobs. We were taught to save, money, and we just saved. We had $100,000 in our bank account sitting there, making us maybe $1,000 a year, okay, on the interest. So we're like, okay, I told my husband, honey, I want to go into real estate investing. I need to access $50,000 from a pot, and if I fail, you cannot divorce me or get mad at me. I just need you to believe in me, okay? Do you give me permission to do that, right? So he's like, yes, you can do that. So I did. I bought the first 2 houses without my husband ever seeing them. He just went to title and to close. So the first duplex I purchased for 164, had to put the 25% down, total closing cost. But that house is making me $950 a month, okay? And then I bought the second duplex, same thing. That one cash flow a little bit more, so I'm making about $1,000 a month on that. Then I ran out of money, right? Because I'm like, damn, I'm out of money. So I told my lender, hey, how do I buy more house? I don't have any more money. He was like, you have to wait and then, take a HELOC out of it or refinance. I'm like, I can't wait that long. He goes, well, another thing is you can house hack. So I'm like, what is that? He's like, you can live in one of the property and then convert it next year. If you live in one, you only have to pay 3%. So I'm like, shoot, I'm gonna go live in one. So then we bought a really tiny home. And this home I got from a connection through the Milwaukee Millionaire Club. So I went to join the Milwaukee Millionaire Club for any person who wants to become a millionaire within the next 1 or 2 years. And I had the opportunity to talk in front of them and pitch what I wanted. So I said, I want a tiny little home, about 1 bedroom or 2 bedroom, and it needs to be under like 850 square foot because I'm trying to do like Airbnb. I don't really know what I'm doing. I might fail, so it has to be a budget I can sustain. And a person stood up and said, hey, I have an ugly crack house for like 140. Do you want it? And I was like, what? Let me go look at this. So I went and looked at it, and it was amazing. Like the bones were good. It was super ugly. It looked like a crack house. But that crack house is making me like $28,000 a year, guys. So that Airbnb, my husband and I went to fully remodel it. I staged it. We had a professional photographer go. We launched it on Airbnb. It booked for like 6 months. Like, that's amazing, right? So we were like, real estate is good. Let's try it again. So then the next year, we bought our third, a second, and then we just launched our new Airbnb last week. So real estate is working, and I was able to retire my husband from the corporate world because we now have $5,665 in passive income to replace his income and our staging company and my real estate. So my husband now is living the dream of being a full-time dad because that's what he wants to do. We have 4 kids. It's a full-time job. It's not a joke. 4 kids in 4 different sports, So I just want to let you guys that it is achievable. Like, if I can do it, you can do it. And there's not something that makes me different from you. It's not that I'm smarter than you guys or that I'm faster or that I have money. We all came from poverty, okay? But we don't have to live the hand that we were dealt. The only difference from me and you is the fact that I'm taking action and you're still sitting there contemplating whether you should take action or not. So I hope that today I inspire you guys, and I will be a resource to you. Like, take down my contact information because I've already paved the way. So if you want to start Airbnb, you should align yourself with a realtor that's doing Airbnb, right? I have a friend who was like, yeah, I'm starting Airbnb, but my realtor doesn't know anything. And I was like, well, does your realtor have an Airbnb? He's like, no. I'm like, well, does your realtor own a home? He goes, no. He lives at home with his parents. I'm like, how is he going to be a resource to you, So seek out the people who are succeeding and doing it and just copy them. You know how in school they say, hey, don't copy other. In real estate, copy the best person you know. They're thriving, whatever they're doing, go take them out and say, hey, I want to take you out for dinner, pay for it, treat them well, and then just ask them. And I swear to God, if they are a successful person, they will share. Because successful people understand that wealth is it's unlimited. Because I'm successful, it doesn't make you unsuccessful. If Lord becomes successful, it doesn't take away from me. What you do does not affect anything that I do. What I do doesn't affect you. My success is not connected to yours. So I will be here as a resource to help you guys. I have all of the marketing software. I have the screening if you guys want to do long-term tenants. I have the forms for the Airbnb. I have like the lease contract. I have attorneys who can help you guys with that. So use us as a resource because I didn't have anyone when I started. I failed many times. There were times I cried. There were times I did contracts and there was just like bogus contract. They didn't follow it. But I paid the way, and now I have good systems and resources. So use me while I'm free, because one day I'm going to start charging. All right. Continue to learn, okay? Continue to build your brand. So I build my brand. My brand is like, hey, you list with her, you get professional photography and this big marketing package, and you get my staging. That's literally what I say to people when they list with me. So if you come across an agent that's doing what I'm doing, and another agent who's like, hey, I don't even know how to run comms. I mean, I don't even know what you're gonna get at the end. They don't even give you like a budget breakdown. And then they're taking pictures with an iPhone. Okay, what are you get what you pay for, right? So go that, don't be a discount agent. And then surround yourself with people who are going to root for you, okay? This is very important. Something that I learned really, really, really early on when I was about 16 years old was that I have never been impacted by what anybody thought or felt about me, because those people don't pay my bills. And literally last week, my brother was like, did you know that all the uncles are talking shit about you? They're like, Zer's one of the smartest people in our plant, and yet she allowed this incident to happen, which I had no control over. I didn't even know I had that kind of power to allow incidents to happen, But then, what I said to my brother? Let me check my bank account. Oh, snap, nothing got affected. So that doesn't hurt me, So you guys need to build that character where things should not hurt you. And that is a lesson to learn. I mean, in real estate, you're gonna feel like people are obligated to work with you. I'm gonna tell you, get that out of your mind. Nobody in this world owe you nothing. Nobody is obligated to work with you. Like, if someone chooses someone else over you, clap for that person. Be proud for that person and earn that business. I lost a deal and I was like tripping. I was like, damn, that bitch is not loyal, But that was me emotional, right? That was a me emotional thinking, right? But then when I sat down a day or two later and I was doing rational thinking, I said to myself, damn, I did something wrong. I didn't ask the right question. I didn't service their need that they wanted, and they went with another agent. How do I fix myself? What do I need to ask now to be better? How do I win that listing now? I don't blame my friend for not choosing me. I learned from that incident. So going forward, you guys are new agent, you're gonna feel that, because I felt that because no one told me to be different, right? I was like, but they don't have to, okay? Like, it's their money, it's their choice. Let them choose who they choose and support them anyway. But be so good at what you do that they do choose you, okay? If they don't choose you, it's your fault, okay? And then last thing, take action, okay? I know that some of you are here because you want to get into real estate. Get into real estate. You're not going to regret it. And if you buy a crappy house and you regret it, you have a bad tenant, call me. I'll sell it for you. I promise. I can sell it for you. And some of you are thinking like, hey, I want to join. I want to get my real estate license, but I'm unsure. Then connect with one of us later, and we will do the breakdown with you more in detail. But whatever you want to do, you guys got to take action now, because it is your life and it's your future, and you are the only person that can change that. No one's coming to rescue you. Just because you're poor, you don't got to live poor, right, Johnny? That's right. You can get out of that. Yeah. So this is my contact information. If you guys want to take it down, shoot me a text message. I'm always on Zoom. I'm always willing to talk to you guys. I also have my Blink card, so we can just, connect on the phone as well. But I'm so excited to meet all of you. I'm so happy there's so many of you guys show up, and I hope that you guys learn something from this. I have so much to share, but we have limited time, so I just kind of picked some of the best key points to share with you guys. But once you guys on board, you will get the whole scoop of everything that we do. Okay? All right, thank you.
Thanks so much. Thank you. So that's 2 success stories, right? And then we have another one. This dude I met him at an investment meeting a long time